good morning, YouTube. I know you can't see me, but I am headed down. I'm in the valley right now. Gonna go to the cat dealership. Well, I guess their rental yard. So I'm gonna be towing a little bit heavy today. We got a D3 dozer I need to take to my job. Last night I did my once over on the entire truck. I checked the trailer also, just like you always should before every trip, especially with this much weight. You know, checking the lug nuts, you know, checked all the oil, checked all the bolts, checked the suspension, make sure everything's good. Same thing with the truck, retorqued everything, and you know, check the oil, all that good stuff, just like any pre-check should be. So preventative maintenance, that's a huge thing in my mind, is preventative maintenance. But I'm driving over to Holt right now. I'm gonna pick up the D3. I'll see you guys when we get there. Alrighty, we're here. Get this sucker loaded up. Get this big old fat bastard up on the trailer here. Sound of rattling chains on a deck. Rocks, no broken windows on anybody. Alright, that is it. You can see I put some pieces of wood down here so I can save the deck from the cutting edge. Keeps it up and off. And yes, you can tie down to the grousers on these machines. They're meant for that. Put that delineator pad right there on the ripper so it doesn't screw up the deck. Keys are out of the machine. Everything is tight. I really don't know if you actually have to tie down the blade on this machine, but DOT would rather see more chains than less, so get it done the right way. All right, that is it. We are all loaded up. So that, I think, if I remember right, that's only a 19,000 pound machine, so it's not as heavy as I thought, so it shouldn't be too bad of a drive. But I'm already heck of late, so let's get on the road. All right, let's get her going. Front brake, exhaust brake, tow haul. Get out of this guy's way. This place is starting to get busy. Honestly, right off the bat, this really does not feel like that much weight. This is not that at all. Turn up the trailer brakes just a smidgen of a bit. see how bouncy of a ride it is. See how much tongue weight we got going. Well, here, so we got here flat ground. So you do like a 0 to 60 floor right now. There it is, that's 60. Really not that bad. I cannot complain. That still was peppy. It still got up and went, got out of its own way. I turned in front of a car that was maybe about a quarter mile back. It didn't even catch up to me, so this is nice. And then test out, let's see. I'm not even gonna see how much brakes I use here. I'm just gonna use the exhaust brake coming up to this stop sign here. It's slowing itself down, like my foot's barely on the brake right now, just to keep it downshifting. I'm still barely stepping on the brake. That's no brakes. That's a little bit of brakes. Yeah, these trucks make this so easy. Get rid of traffic here. Dude. Oh, broke loose. Probably half throttle, but I'm giving it most likely 80-90% load on the engine to accelerate right now. It's making short work of this. A D3, and this is a D3 XL, so I think they're technically a D2 if you were to buy a brand new cat dozer. They're changing up their numbers a little bit. They're localizing everything. So a D1's a D1, D2's a D2, and 3, 4, and so on. So the new D3s are nearly equivalent to a D6 in horsepower and weight, and that would be a D6 XL or a D6K XL or something like that. I don't know all the exact numbers, but this, as far as I know, when I did a spec sheet on it, this machine supposedly weighs, without the rippers, 18,900 pounds, and it's a open cab, so it'll probably save a few hundred pounds right there. But I can tow something like this all day and I'm comfortable with it already. And I mean, the last time when I was towing with Sam, when we first broke in my truck with the TV12 and the Kubota, I think that actually weighed more than this setup right here. Actually, it did. I think that was 21,000 pounds worth of weight. This is only 18.9. So yeah, I'm driving like I usually would. I mean, not usually, but comfortable enough. Not bad at all. One thing about this truck, when you shift from second into third, it is a locked torque converter when you do that upshift, and it's like if you're not accelerating hard enough, the truck does a hop, and then your foot goes back and forth because of that hop, and the hop becomes worse. That is only one downside. So either you got to be super light on the throttle or you got to be on it, because if you're doing it halfway in between, it'll start doing that hop like it just did a minute ago. That is one thing. And then the other thing about the transmission, it does not like to shift back down in the first gear. First gear is like a last resort for this truck. So if you really need to, you want to limit the transmission off to actually get down in the first gear. And if you want it to stay in first gear, because it will stay in first gear for the shortest amount of time possible, because I know these transmissions, they actually start to heat up when the torque converter is not in lockup. So I know it's probably trying to get out of the state of transmission, but sometimes you need that. So make sure if you buy this truck with the Isin, you want to limit it to first gear. If you're going up that steep grade, or you're going up a short little bit and you don't want it to shift in the second because you're about to let off the throttle and upshifts and then you lose your power, all that type of stuff. Just a few things. I'm going to definitely do a walk around the truck. I got to do a walk around this truck, walk around the trailer, walk around on the Kubota 040, do a walk around on my second gen. So I got a lot of things to catch up on, but I'm gonna just pay attention and drive to my job site, and I'll see you guys there. job site, and except for that little bit of a bounce. So except for that little bit right there, this trailer and this setup, I could have probably put a little bit less tongue weight on the truck, but for the most part, it's been pretty dang smooth. And I was actually just talking to Sam. We were wondering, he's like, did you strap the entire Dozer to the deck? And I said, no, I got, you know, 4 on the deck, 2 for the blade, 2 for the front tracks, and then I have 2 binders on the rear tracks that are connected to the Dove. And Sam was saying last time he did that, I don't know if you guys saw his videos, where it was hucking the heck out of his truck real bad. It was just breaking your back type of bouncy. And so the way I tied mine down, you would think it would be doing the same thing, but for some reason this setup, it was not doing that whatsoever. And like with his, I mean, you were like doing this inside the truck and it was not comfortable whatsoever. But with this setup, the way I tied it down, yeah, I think it's, I don't know, maybe a foot or 2 onto the Dove where I chained down the rear end of the machine. So I don't know what to tell you. I guess to each their own. Everybody has a little bit of a different experience. Honestly, the biggest huck and buck I get with this truck is when it upshifts into 3rd gear. That is the only downfall, is if you're on that half throttle, like I said before. But so I'm almost here. Actually, I am here. Just getting to the literal exact job site, and we can get downloaded here and get to doing what we got to do, because then I got to take this Dozer back and then pick up a compactor to take to another job. And my boy is kicking some butt right now, moving all that stockpile of dirt. So, all right, I'm gonna get parked up over here and get downloaded. I'll show you guys what's going on. I just checked the hubs too, they're not even hot. It is what it is. This actually is not even that heavy. Super easy. Those field tracks definitely like to mess up the deck. Other than that little screw up right there, looks like a grouser caught it just right, but we get a little pounding with the hammer on to fix that. All right, go park this thing real quick. You got to get ready, start getting to work, because I'm about an hour and a half late now. Well, overall, D3K2XL model number, it's 17 to 19,000 pounds of a loader, or a Dozer. The truck towed it no problem whatsoever. You can easily tow something like that all day long. The Diamond C handled it just fine, except for that one little last piece that bent that tab up. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Grousers are not nice to anything. The hubs were still nice and cool. So, I mean, if I were to guess, I was probably 36,000 pounds, 37,000 pounds combined weight with that dozer. I'll double check my math. I haven't really thought about it. I just got to get going back to work here. It's just kind of cool to actually be towing a dozer and see, you know, I'm still kind of testing out the truck itself. And it's always kind of scary, you know, towing with a new trailer, but I was slowly breaking in, getting heavier and heavier in weight, kind of seeing what it's capable of and what it does. And towing that, I'm not to get comfortable, but I feel confident in it for sure. It's more than capable. I can't wait to get bigger machinery and be towing that type of stuff on the daily, because that was not a task or a chore whatsoever. That was just easy work.
Dropping a lot further than they used to.
I just got back to the Holt Cat dealer rental place, so I'm gonna get this guy downloaded. fellow over there's got a Diamond C. Take it. I like the trailer. That's good. How's yours, man?
Told me I could do this.
This place is the ultimate toy store. Look at all that awesome. The guys over here are super cool. The guy that walked up on me when I was filling up the truck, the Dozer, that's my old friend Wade. He's way back in high school. I forgot that he worked at this location at the Holt dealer. That's pretty cool seeing him. Haven't seen that guy in years. Well, surprise, surprise, I'm back. I forgot I got to pick up another machine. I'm picking up a compactor for a different job. So, got puppy dog though. Where's your boy? Come on. Yep. All right. Get this thing loaded up. Alright, so I'm just going to butt in here real quick. So these guys at the cat rental place, this is a different location. We were just talking about what I did, how to kind of get into the world that I'm in, which they're already in the right steps to get where they're at, but they're looking for something new, something different. So it was always kind of cool to talk about that and let them know what my past was and what led up to what I'm doing now. And I'll be sure to do a video on something like that a little bit down the road. Definitely been planning on it. A few people have asked me. But it's always cool to give my experience to other guys that are wanting to do what I do, especially being in the business that I'm in now. It's pretty awesome. I can't complain about it. I'll be sure to, again, make a video on how I got started, everything that I did in the past to lead up to where I am now. But I'll just pretty much give them a little rundown about everything I've done. And they're talking about the setup and stuff like that. And, you know, of course, telling them, hey, you know, you can watch me on YouTube, and you know, this video will be on YouTube, all that type of stuff. So it was fun, it was entertaining, it was awesome to talk with those guys and give them a few pointers to what to look out in the future. And hopefully, they're watching me now. I told them my channel, told them Sam's channel. They already watched Sam. No surprise there. Everybody I talked to that day, they honestly recognized me from Sam's channel, or they thought I looked familiar for some reason. And then, of course, meeting a few old friends is also a huge plus. All right, we're all loaded up. Got the CP something compactor loaded. Started talking with the guys over there in the yard. Pretty cool people. Told them to follow me. And everyone I talked to so far, they watch V-Belt and Son, so make sure that you guys are watching it too. How do I go here? This way. This one only weighs 11,500 pounds, not 18-ish thousand pounds. So that is finally it for the day. I'm clocking myself out. I'm heading back home, taking this thing with me for the job tomorrow. More on that on a different video. I'm hungry, I'm tired, but we'll get to that when we get to there. So I'm gonna sign out. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.